Life for me before my accident was fairly busy. I have 5 kids and 2 grandsons, and I was deeply addicted to running. That's what I was doing the morning of the accident, actually, was getting up super early.
And I remember just hearing the front door close, and I remember thinking, oh, okay, he's gone.
That day was going to be a 9-mile run. When I reached the overpass, it was fairly dark.
He was running by and knew he had to get off because a car was coming.
So I go over the guardrail. As soon as I slid over the other side, I realized, well, of course there's nothing there.
David just fell off an overpass, thinking there was a pathway there, and landed 30 to 40 feet below.
That's an awful sensation, that falling sensation. And of course it's so dark that I can't see the ground coming up, but I know it's coming, and just thinking, you know, this is it. I really thought that I was dead.
And about 5:30 in the morning, I got this phone call, and I knew the minute you get a call at 5:30 in the morning, it's not just your neighbor calling to say hi. It's something. And so I kind of took a deep breath and went to the phone and picked it up, and I just said hello. And the other end said, "This is Officer Jacobson, and I have your husband here with me."
One of the worst injuries was my right leg with a compound fracture of the femur.
He had 2 compound fractures to his arms.
And my kneecap was completely split in half.
And he tore his aorta.
My left elbow was completely destroyed.
And he broke some ribs. And then later on we learned that he had broken his collarbone.
And then of course the damage to my face was quite extensive. Almost every bone in my face and around the eye sockets and my jaw and my nose, just a lot of breakage. And so a lot of this was put back together by a couple of really skilled doctors to kind of piece everything back together again.
I had a sister-in-law who kind of does this type of work, and so she very graciously offered to check out the hospitals, and she recommended Promise, and I'm really glad she did.
You know, without a place like Promise, I mean, the recovery would have been so much longer. I know it would have been.
David needed to have the care that he got here at Promise. He needed to have those respiratory therapists that came in and cleaned his bandages and changed things out. His blood pressure was all over the place, and so they were really right on it as far as giving him the right medicines to keep him where he was supposed to be. And then the physical therapists were so good. They just came in and they helped him know how to get out of bed and how to do all those things that he needed to do.
Well, it was a great place to heal and to have the care that I needed.
Life pretty much has gone back to normal. We're going to go to Oregon. We're leaving tomorrow for a fun family reunion, and we're looking forward to just spending time with family and walking on the beach. We didn't even know if we'd get to walk again, and being able to do just some of these things, that spending time with family.